Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Jason from Firearms Unknown, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Mossberg MC-2 Subcompact. As you can see, I have it on the table in front of me here today with my chamber flag inserted. I have a couple of empty magazines here on the table. We're going to go ahead and check it and make sure that we're clear and empty before we get going. So we have a clear chamber, magazine well, and breech face, so we're clear and safe to continue on with the video. So the Mossberg MC-2 Subcompact is a phenomenal starter gun if you're just getting into concealed carry. If you're looking for something that's moderately priced and really shootable, this is a phenomenal gun. It does come with some really cool options and features. Started off, it is a polymer-based firearm. It's a glass-injected polymer, very stiff, very strong, and it has a very aggressive stippling to the front and rear of the back straps. So it has an actual really good feel in the hand. It comes with the flat-face trigger with the manual trigger block. This trigger is really good. It actually has a very nice break with a very short and tactile reset. So overall, the trigger really impressed me in this small package gun. As you can see, it is micro optic compatible, so it's already pre-cut and tapped for you, so you just pull that plate off if you wanted to run micro optic on this particular striker. It does have a low profile sight system that they call a low snag system, so it is designed to be drawn from your clothing, out of a pocket or out of a bag or anything like that. As I stated before, it does come with 2 different magazines. So with the 11-round magazine, which gives you a total of 12 carry, you get a flush fit on the gun, very similar to kind of the way the Glock 43 would fit in your hand. But with the 14-round magazine that comes with it as well, you do get an extension on the grip, and so for those of you that have a little bit bigger hand, you are going to get like a full grip with a pinky engagement on that firearm. And again, makes it really shootable to be able to get that little bit more engagement on the grip. So one of the really cool features about this gun is their safe takedown system that they've put in this particular firearm. So if you have experience with striker fire guns, you do know that some of them, when you go to remove the slide for cleaning or maintenance, you're going to have to pull the trigger. Some of them, you might have to reach down in there and pull a magazine disconnecting bar out so that you can get that off without that striker going forward. So what Mossberg did is they actually made it so you're going to remove your striker and spring just to get the slide off the gun. So when you're actually removing the slide, there's no striker in the system at all, which I thought was actually really cool. At first, when I was trying to understand how it worked, I was like, man, this seems like it might be a little bit of extra work to do the maintenance on my gun. But then once I did it a couple times, I realized that it's actually pretty simple. So we're actually going to do that today for the video. So to do that, we're obviously going to make sure that our weapon is clear. Chamber, magazine well, breech face, no ammunition on our desk, no ammunition in our magazines. So as you can see on the back of this particular gun, there is your back plate, and it actually has a spring-loaded push button system in there. So when you go to take this apart, you're going to go ahead and just put it down on your table, and you're going to put downward pressure into that button, and then you're going to slide your plate off. Now when you do this, you're going to want to make sure that you kind of cover up that channel, because there is the ability of the striker and the striker collar to actually come out of the gun. You don't want to be looking down on that and take it in the face or fire it across the room. So you cover that up, and then you're going to remove that back plate, and then once that back plate is out, you'll see that it has a yellow colored striker sleeve and the striker's exposed. Then it's really simple. You can just get down there and remove your striker and your striker sleeve. Once that's been taken out of the firearm, all you do is release the slide, and the slide goes ahead and rolls right off the frame. Just like most striker fires, very simple takedown from that point forward. Remove your guide rod and spring and your chamber and barrel, and then your bottom internals are very similar to most of the strikers that you're going to see out there. Okay, and then the reassembly is exactly like taking it apart. We're going to go ahead and reattach our slide to our frame, and we're going to run that all the way back, and we're going to lock it in the rear position using the slide stop. Once we do that, we're going to go ahead and reinsert our striker, and that's only very positional. There's only one way that can go in for you, so it's very easy to do it correctly. And then once you get that down there, this comes the tricky part. So anybody who's taken a back plate off any of the striker fire guns, you understand that we have to get that spring pressure held down in there in that sleeve while we slide that back plate back on. So I have my handy dandy punch here today. So all I'm going to do is put a little bit of downward pressure on that, and we're going to start sliding that back plate in. And the back plate grooves are really recessed in this, so it takes a little bit of practice to get it in there. But once you slide it in there, it's going to lock back into place. Send that slide forward. We got a trigger pull, so it's back functional. Again, the Mossberg MC-2 Subcompact, phenomenal little gun. I really wasn't super impressed with it when I first got it in my hand, but once I was manipulating a little bit and kind of learned how it worked, and then I fired it, it turned out that it's actually a really nice little gun. And like I said, if you're looking for something to just get into concealed carry, or you're just looking for an additional option, something that's a little bit thinner with a higher capacity, this may be the option for you. If you have any questions about this particular Mossberg or any of our other great products here at Firearms Unknown, feel free to reach out to me. Until next time, have a great day.